Hey everyone, hey wellness crew, and welcome to Yoga with Jenna. I am so excited that you're here to join me for today's practice. So let's go ahead and get going. All right, so we're going to go ahead and begin with sun salutations, raising our arms up overhead, breathing in, swan diving into a forward fold, walking our hands forward into plank, bending our elbows and coming into hovering, remembering that only the palms of our hands, the balls of our feet, and our toes are in contact with the mat. No other body part should be in contact with the mat. As I've said many times before, this is definitely a bicep builder. Coming up into upward dog. Keeping our shoulders back and down. Tucking our toes underneath to come into downward facing dog. We're going to step that right foot in between our feet to come into a crescent lunge. Bringing our hands back down to the mat, bringing that right foot back, bringing the left foot forward, and coming into crescent lunge on the left-hand side. Bringing our hands back down, we're going to go ahead and come back into downward facing dog. Relaxing the neck. Stepping one foot forward, the other one meets it, forward fold. Slowly rolling up and coming into mountain pose. So having our palms, our fingers spread nice and open, facing forward. Just taking a few breaths here. And we're going to go ahead and just kind of fall forward into that forward fold. We're going to step our left and our right foot back to come into plank. To come into hovering by bending our elbows. To come up into upward dog. Tucking our toes underneath to get into downward dog. Stepping our right foot through our hands so we can come into a crescent lunge. And the only reason why sometimes I'm not talking is because I measure the amount of time that we're in a position by the amount of breaths that I take. So 6 of my breaths is about 30 seconds. Stepping the right foot back, stepping the left foot forward, coming into a crescent lunge on the left leg. I think this is the first time I've revealed that. And bringing our hands to the ground, stepping our left leg back, coming into downward dog. Relaxing the neck. It's probably more for me than for you. Walking our hands in towards our feet, forward fold. And slowly rolling up. All right, we're going to take a little break from sun salutations, but then we're going to go back to them. So we're going to go ahead and do chair flow. But this time what I want you to do is really focus on squatting as much as you can. I know that it's a very close fit squat, but you can do it. So bringing our arms around, coming into chair. We're going to hold it here. And bringing our arms around, coming into chair. Bringing our arms around and coming into chair. Bringing our arms around and coming into chair. Bringing our arms around, coming into chair. Really trying to squeeze those glutes if you can. Coming up and around, chair. Last one, up and around, and chair. We're going to hold this a little bit longer. Perfect, coming into mountain position. Taking a few deep breaths in this position. And falling forward into a forward fold. Sorry if I'm hitting the mic. I apologize. Stepping our feet back so we can get into plank. Bending the elbows so we can come into hovering. Coming into upward dog. Tucking our toes underneath for downward dog. I'm trying to get our heels as close to the mat as we possibly can. If you're already touching, I love it. All right, bringing our right foot forward for crescent lunge. And going ahead, bringing our hands down to the mat, bringing our right foot back, stepping that left foot forward, and coming into crescent lunge on the left leg. Bringing our hands down to the ground, we're going to go ahead and get back into downward facing dog. Walking our hands in towards our feet, forward fold. and slowly rolling up. All right, this will be our last sun salutation, I promise. Breathing in, lifting our arms up. Swan diving into a forward fold, exhaling. Walking our hands forward into plank. Bending our elbows to come into hovering. We're going to hold it a little bit longer this time. You got it. I know you do. Coming into upward dog. Shoulders down and back, chest up. Tucking our toes underneath to come into downward dog. And stepping our right foot forward. Coming into a crescent lunge on our right hand side. And what I want you to do this time is lean back just a bit. And bringing our hands back down to the mat, stepping that right foot back, stepping the left foot forward, coming into crescent lunge on the left hand side. And again, leaning back just a bit with your upper body. Bringing your hands back down to the mat, coming back into downward dog. Walking our hands in for forward fold. Remembering to relax the neck. And we're going to go ahead and walk our hands back out for plank. And what we're going to do here is we're going to lower our hips and then come up into downward dog. Lower the hips and come back into downward dog. Try not to rush it. Try to get into plank, then lower the hips, then get into downward dog. We're halfway there. Last one. And from there, we're going to go ahead and come onto our knees, nice and open, into child's pose. Having our arms extended in front of us. And just taking a few deep breaths. we're going to go ahead and come on to our hands and knees for cat-cow. So we're going to go ahead and lift our head up, lift our bottom up, inhale. And as we exhale, lower the crown of our head towards the mat and arch our back. We got 2 more. All right, so we're going to remain on our hands and knees. But what we're going to do is a leg movement that's kind of like a 3-parter, okay? So I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to do it 4 times on each side of our bodies. For the first rotation, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what it looks like on both sides. So I'm going to need to obviously switch my positioning, but you don't have to. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do a fire hydrant. Kick that leg back, bend the knee, and push up with your foot. Bring it back down. Fire hydrant. Kick back, bend the knee, push up, and bring it back down. Fire hydrant. Kick back, bend the knee, push up, bring it back down. Fire hydrant. Kick back, bend the knee, and push up. Okay, let me switch real quick. All right, so now we're going to do it on the left-hand side. All right, fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up with your foot. Bring it back down. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up, bring it back down. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. All right, so we're going to do this for a total of 3 rounds, so that way we hit the number 12. So let's go ahead and get started again on the right hand side. I know it seems a little bit like confusing and complicated, and I did go through it a little bit fast, but you will get it, I promise. Okay, so fire hydrant, kick back, leading with the heel, bending at the knee, pushing up through the foot. Fire hydrant, kicking back with the heel, bend the knee, pushing up. Fire hydrant, kicking back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. All right, now it's time for our left hand side. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Very good. And kind of lean back just a bit for 1 second and come back up so you can get back to that right hand side. Slave driver over here. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. I lost count, so we're gonna do one more. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and move on to our left-hand side. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. Fire hydrant, kick back, bend the knee, push up. I think that was 4. Okay. So from there, what we're going to do is go ahead and go into a very deep squat. Let's start in a straddle position. Bending forward, having our hands on the mat if possible. If not, you can always grab on to your ankles or your calves. We're going to go ahead having our hands on the mat and then bringing them up to prayer pose. And again, squeezing your glutes. And in this position, we're also really opening up the pelvic floor. You got it. You got it. I know you do. Almost there. All right, bringing our hands to the mat, coming into that forward fold straddle position, bringing our head and our hands to our right leg, trying to bring our nose to our knee. And walking our hands to the left-hand side, trying again to bring our nose to our left knee. If you're more flexible on one side than the other, no worries. I am too. And walking our hands to the right-hand side to go ahead and try to get our nose to our knee. Sorry for the lupus acting up. I apologize. And then walking our hands over to the left-hand side, trying to get our nose to our left knee. Feeling that stretch in the back of our legs. And slowly rolling up after coming back to the middle. Okay, so we do have more work to do, but it's like laying down work. So we're gonna go ahead and do the balance work right now. And then we still have more work to do. So we're gonna go ahead and take our left foot onto our ankle or your calf or the inside of your thigh, but never do your knees. We're gonna go ahead and start in prayer hands position, but this is tree pose. And opening it up. And going ahead, relaxing that left leg, shaking our body out just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and bring that right foot either onto our ankle, our calf, or our inner thigh, beginning with prayer hands position. And opening it up. Oh, see? Even I lose my balance. And relaxing, shaking that body out. We're going to go ahead and come into Warrior 3. So what is Warrior 3? Warrior 3, what we're going to do is we're going to start on our right foot. We're going to have our the ball of our left foot behind us. We're going to go ahead and raise our arms straight up above us, and then we're going to come forward. It's very important that you ground that foot. And coming back up, shaking out those arms. And we're going to go ahead and be on our left foot, on the ball of our right foot. We're going to go ahead and extend our arms up overhead and come forward. Oh, I almost made it. And coming back up. I tried. Okay. From there, we're going to go ahead and get into full eagle. So we're going to start on our right foot. We're going to try to wrap our left leg around our right as much as we can. And then we're going to go ahead and bring the left arm underneath, wrapping it around the right arm. So we're kind of like in a pretzel, basically. All right, coming out of that. Now we're going to be on our left foot, wrapping our right leg around it to the best of our ability, having our right arm come underneath this time. And the goal with this is to actually try to have our palms matching. If yours aren't, it's okay. Mine aren't either. You're good. You got this. All right, perfect. And I forgot to do something. There we go. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see my sweat. It's on my fingers. Okay. So we're going to go ahead, get onto the mat. Hey, at least this is better than me bleeding. I don't know if that was on 10-minute yoga or if that was on yoga with Jenna, but it's better than that. Oh, I jinxed myself. Darn it. Okay. So going along with the fact that we've been kind of hitting our legs a little bit hard, we're going to go ahead, start with our legs in a 90-degree angle. We're having our hand on the back of our head. We're having our left hand on the mat. Okay, and this is what we're going to do. Our top leg, which should be the left leg, is going to kick straight out. Our bottom leg, which should be the right leg, is going to kick straight down. Like that. Then we're going to lower the left leg, bring it to the right, bend the knees again, and do it all over again. This is more of a Pilates move, but I like to incorporate it because it's really good for the legs. Two more. You got it. All right, awesome. I'm going to switch sides, or I guess you do too if you want to watch it. Okay, so again, our head is resting on our left hand. Our right hand is on the mat. We have our legs nice and straight. Now we're bringing them up to a 90-degree angle. Remember, the top leg is going to kick out straight in front of us. The bottom leg is going to kick out straight below us, okay, at the same time. Lowering that right leg and bending the knees again. Got 4 more. All right, perfect. We're going to do that again. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and do one of my favorites. Have our right knee over our left knee. Bringing our hands to prayer position. Turning to our right hand side. Bringing that left elbow into our right thigh. Trying to have our hands centered with our chest. Coming back to center, switching our legs. So the left knee is on top of the right. We have our hands in prayer position. We're going to go ahead and turn to our left hand side, bringing that right elbow to the outside of our left thigh. Trying to have our hands centered with the chest, with the middle of our chest. If you have boobs, and in between your boobs, okay? Right in there. And coming back to center, we're going to go ahead and lay on our right hand side. We're going to come into a side plank from our forearms. And coming down. Coming back to lay on our right hand side. Bringing our knees to that 90-degree angle. Getting ready to do our kick out, okay? Perfect. All right, we're going to come on to our left-hand side. Again, starting with a side plank. And going ahead, bringing those hips down. Lying on our left-hand side, having our hand on the back of our head, excuse me. And we're going to go ahead, bringing our knees up, preparing to kick out and kick down at the same time, okay? Three more. Perfect. All right, coming into one of my favorite positions. Bringing that left knee over the right. Coming into prayer hands position. We're going to go ahead and this time start with our left hand side. So bringing that right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. And coming back to center, we're going to go ahead, switch those legs up. So the right knee is on top of the left. Bringing our hands into that prayer pose position. Going ahead, turning to our right, or twisting to our right, I should say. Bringing that left elbow into our right thigh. And coming back to center. We're going to go ahead and get on our right side for side plank. We're going to hold it just a little bit longer. And coming back down, bringing our hand to the back of our head. All right, let's do this the right way. Okay, so starting with our legs straight, now we bend our knees to 90 degrees, kick out, and lower that leg. Bend, kick, lower, bend, kick, lower, bend, kick, lower, bend, kick, lower, bend, kick. Let's keep that kick out. Lower, bend, kick, keep it out, keep it out. You got it. Lower, bend, kick, keep it out. Nice and straight. Lower, and bend. All right, let's go ahead and get on our left hand side. So we're going to go ahead, start with side plank. We're almost there. And coming down, going ahead, laying on our left-hand side with our head in, or the back of our head in our hand. Straightening out our legs. Straightening out our legs. Bringing those knees to 90 degrees. Kick out. Down. Kick out. Down. Kick out. Down. Kick out. Hold. And down. Bend. Kick out and hold. Bring it down. Bend. Kick out and hold. And bring it down. Bend. Kick out and hold, 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 hold. Down. Bend. Kick out and hold. And down. 2 more. Bend. Kick out and hold, hold, hold. Bring it down. Bend. Kick out and hold. And bring it down. All right, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and get onto our backs. Our knees are bent. We're just going to do a little bit of a bridge flow. So lifting up our hips and bringing it back down. Hips, down, hips, down, hips, down. Try to squeeze your glutes at the top. Down, down, hold, hold, all right. So we're going to do some variations with bridge. We're going to go ahead and lift up our right leg, bring it down, lower. Lift back up, bring up that left leg bent, bring it back down, lower. Up, leg, down, down. Up, leg, down, down. Up, leg, down, down. Up, leg, down, down. Up, leg, and down. Up, leg, and down. Up, leg, up, leg, up, leg, up, leg. You got this. Up, leg, up, leg. Got 3 more. Up, leg, up, leg, up, leg, up, leg, up, leg, up, leg, and down. All right, let's go ahead and bring our knees towards our chest for the stretch. Breathing in nice and deep. Exhaling longer than you inhale, okay? It sends a message to the parasympathetic nervous system to calm your ass down. All right, so back to bridge. This time we're going to come up, come onto our toes, heel, down, up, 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 toes, heel, down. 3 more, up, toes, heel, down, up, toes, heel, down, up, toes, hold it on your toes, back to your heels, and down. We're going to go ahead, spread our arms out to our sides. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to go ahead and do a little rock, starting with our left hand side, then rocking to the right. Left, right, left, right, and just keep going just like a metronome. Hopefully you know what that is. It's like, Jenna, that's what Google's for. Okay, now we're going to go ahead, extend our legs. They don't have to be perfectly straight, that's okay. Same thing, just a rock, okay? We're not going all the way down, we're not doing anything like that. Three more. Last one. Okay. So now what we're going to do is some ab work, which I know that was some ab work too. That was core work. Okay. So what we're going to do, I believe we've done this before. So we're going to go ahead, come up with the tuck. So, oh no, we have to start with our legs straight. I forgot. Okay. So our hands are interlaced behind our head. Our legs are straight, okay? From there, we're going to lift up with our knees, lift up with our neck. From there, our left leg is going to go straight. Our right leg is going to go at an angle out. Okay? So bend, extend, and lower. Bend, extend, and lower. Bend, extend, and lower. If you need to tap out, you can tap out. There's no judgment here. I can't see you, remember? The important thing is that you tried. Last 3. Last one. All right, perfect. So let's get into some stretching and then we'll get into Shavasana. Of course, one of our staples is a seated straight leg forward fold. So raising your hands up overhead. My feet are a mess. I apologize. It's from walking and running and not wearing the proper footwear I should have been wearing. And slowly coming up, we're going to go ahead and get into pigeon position. So let's start with our right leg in a 90-degree angle. Extend our left leg back behind us. We're going to go ahead and start on our forearms. Then if you would like, you can bring your forehead to your forearms, or you can go ahead and extend your arms out and let your head rest on the mat. I'm not going to let my head rest on the mat because I have makeup on. But you totally can. All right. Walking our hands in. We're going to go ahead and switch sides. So having our left leg in that 90-degree angle to the best of our ability, of course. And then coming onto our forearms. And then either coming onto your forearm with your forehead or extending your arms out. And walking our hands in. And let's see, let's go ahead and do a twist. So we're going to bring our right arm, so like sort of by your, like to the right hand side of your tricep, basically on your arm. We're going to keep that elbow bent. We're going to go ahead and twist our body so that way our head is and our body is twisting left. Okay, so left. I was like, what side is it? And then going ahead, coming to the center, extending that left leg, bending the right, and twisting on the right side. And coming back to center, we're going to go ahead and get into a supine position for Shavasana. Having our palms, if you'll go along with me, having our palms facing the sky. So that way we can be in a receptive position for whatever it is that our higher power or the universe would like to provide to us. Taking nice deep breaths in through your nose and even longer exhalations out through your mouth. Being grateful that you completed today's practice. Being grateful for your body. Being grateful for the work you just put in. I know I am so proud of you. And just letting go of any stress or tension. Letting go of any judgment. Feeling a white ball of healing energy at the top of your head. Slowly feel it come down your body, down the sides of your head, the back of your neck, your face, your ears, your throat, your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your back, your stomach, your pelvic area, your bottom, your legs, your feet, and ending with your palms as you hold this healing energy in your palms, and you can use it whenever you wish. Let's go ahead and extend an arm, bring our feet to the mat, bend our knees, and go ahead and come up into a seated or a kneeling position. It was such an honor to do this practice with you. I'm so grateful again that you joined me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and definitely consider joining. It's popping off in there sometimes. So thank you again, and I will see you on the next video. Be well, stay wild.